Well, hello. I thought I'd make a little update and show you what I've been working on in the new year. Happy New Year. Hope you're all doing well. I'm coming to you from my newish apartment. I moved in July. You might have seen my old setup, but I finally got around or was able to do some updates to the workspace. So we have the Murphy bed, which is away right now, and I've figured out how to kind of utilize the space above for numerous mic stands and light stands, and there's this extra pillow that goes when the bed opens. You have to put the pillow down. Anyway, I let's see. I'll spin around. I also have the piano that's been here. Some light coming through from outside. I've got this lovely bookshelf with the, and of course, humidifier going because it's January and it's dry. But something I wanted to show was this new space here. As you can see, so I went ahead and bought, can't really see, where is it? Yes, Mac Studio, which is new to me, but the idea being like the computer is all in that little box. The screen is just a computer screen, Samsung computer screen. They're connected with HDMI cable, and then I have this, this took some doing, but I have this built in the wall so I can bring it out, and I can also maybe raise this up or attach some lights if I want. This is for like a TV monitor. But what I love about this is I can keep that sort of against the wall. It's sort of out of the way, but right now the desk is messy, but it does keep a little bit more space in the desk because I used to have a desktop computer. And then I put in these bookshelves just floating all around, which I really love how that turned out. And it also helped this freestanding. I had this tower here before, and it kind of creates a little space there. And then we have the couch, and I'm still figuring out the wall here with what to do with that. But what I wanted to show you, and maybe I can keep the camera this way, what I'm working on right now is I have this chart. I'm doing all these charts from a concert I worked on with Cheyenne Jackson at Carnegie Hall. And this is one of the charts, if you know That's Life, the Frank Sinatra tune. But here we have, actually I can zoom in a little bit. So what I'm working on is we have alto sax, tenor sax, horn, French horn, trumpet, trombone, drums, guitar, vocalist, BGVs are background vocals, and this this is just a cue, like a extra system for cues for the piano conductor, violin, viola, cello, and bass. Acoustic right now. You can see that AC, and then sometimes you'll see EL, EC for electric. Anyway, so what I'm doing now and what the job is for this kind of this month is taking the whole show, about 20 tunes, and reducing this down from 2 reeds, 3 horns, string quartet, bass drums, guitar, piano, down to 1 reed player, violin, cello, and rhythm section, piano, bass, drums, guitar. So I'm cutting out the extra reed, the tenor sax, I'm cutting out the 3 horns, and I'm cutting 2 strings, viola and violin in the middle. So what that means is I can't simply just start cutting things, although I have been cutting things. It's about revoicing and making sure that the chord still sounds good, that the parts still sound good, and then adding and sort of filling out things that the violin maybe didn't play or the cello didn't play. There are places where I find that the trombone, which is a similar register to the cello can play that line, and maybe I have to rewrite a little bit to make it more idiomatic for the cello, but for the most part, I'm trying to utilize those extra instruments to get the most out of them. So giving the alto sax the melody, if the trumpet had the melody, there won't be a trumpet. Giving the strings a better harmonic writing, like making sure that the thirds and the sixth and those intervals are harmonious, that they sound good, it doesn't sound empty. The biggest challenge is how do you make it still sound full while also using fewer players. So I'm enjoying this setup. I'm also working on Dorico, which is the new software from Finale. If you know music writing software, Finale was the standard bearer for many of us in Broadway copyists and writers, and Dorico has since taken it over. Finale has stopped updating, which means over time it won't work with new systems. So I'm learning how to use Dorico and edit and rewrite parts. The other challenge is that this show will be played by all these instruments. Then it's going to be played by piano, bass, drums, guitar, so just a rhythm section. And then it's just going to be piano because the concert venues are different in each city that Cheyenne Jackson's going to. And so it's a question of, in this venue, it's just piano. In this venue, we have piano, bass, drums, guitar. In this venue, we might have those extra instruments. But for now, I have to kind of write from the piano, which is great, being a pianist. And I also have, this is also super great, to have this keyboard. And I'm very happy that the keyboard and the computer and everyone's talking to each other, because that was an issue I had before. It's just slow startup with everything. So that's what I'm up to. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. I love talking about this stuff. I love figuring it out, both the technology side, but also the musical phrasing and like what works. So yeah, the concert is in LA. The first one's in LA, and that's with all the instruments at a venue called the Wallace, I think. I've not been there before, but I hear it's nice. And then several concerts up and down the West Coast that I won't be playing. A good friend of mine is playing, Michael Orland, who's fantastic. But stay tuned. All right, that's all for now. Bye.